So today we're making bulgogi. It's thinly sliced marinated beef, Korean style. It's a basic Korean dish, but the way my mom makes it, which is also the way my grandma had made it, is that it's a little bit more special because she has all these, she pulls out all the bells and whistles, you'll see.
I learned from my mother, who is her grandmother.
My grandma, her mom, she is known throughout the whole family for being a master chef in the kitchen. So it's onions, garlic, scallions, carrot, kiwi, ginger, an apple. That's one of the bells and whistles I was referring to. And this is a special pear.
It's a homemade. It's a honey and pear.
It's a mix of kiwi and garlic. It's also used to tenderize beef. And then this is a thinly sliced beef from a Korean supermarket. It's called bulgogi. This is soy sauce, sesame seeds, toasted sesame seeds, sesame oil, and pepper.
So we cut half. So we put this on. Great.
Should I start cutting this?
No.
My mom likes to be in charge in the kitchen in case you haven't seen it. But I mean, it rightfully so. She's much better, she's much more adept at just even knife skills and knowing all the ingredients, but she's like the master of the kitchen here.
The garlic.
So that's something that my mom does. It's like the old school way of putting garlic in there. I don't do that. I usually just get, I'll just smash it on the cutting board. She puts 5 garlic cloves for 1.5 pounds of beef. See, like my mom, the way she does it, the bottom, the bottom of that knife is like, it's so pointy, and yet she's able to do this.
Yeah.
But do you see how she even cuts the apple? Mom, do you know that the way you cut the apple is very different? It's unique. So the purpose of the apple is to tenderize the beef. So if we're going to be marinating it for just about 30 minutes, it's good to use that.
And juicy, make it juicy and tender.
And this is what I mean by her, the family, the secret family recipe.
As a ginger. So I can just clean just a little bit.
You should be careful.
Yes, that's why I don't let you do it.
This is soy sauce to make it, just to give it flavor. So we actually don't use salt in this.
Yeah,
so
instead of salt, we use this one.
Yeah. And I think that goes for a lot of Korean cooking, actually. It's a lot more soy sauce than it is salt.
Okay, so just one.
Instead of that exact 1 tablespoon, it's one of these house spoons that we use.
It's almost one tablespoon.
So it's
so
3 or 4?
No, 4.
Okay. And it'll be 3 tablespoons of sesame seeds, sesame oil, 3 of my mom's tablespoons. Some ground black pepper, 얼만큼?
2 more.
And this is the secret ingredient.
So like about 2 spoons I use, a little bit more. It's a pear and honey.
And this is pear that my mom grows in her backyard. She's really very, very much into the freshness of the fruits and the vegetables that she uses.
I like a big chunk. And
then you cut them in half.
Just a half.
About half of a large carrot. Every culture has not only its own special recipe, but with that recipe, that grandma or that person has her own special way of making that dish.
Okay, so we let it stay here for a while we are talking. So now we mix it, and I think it will be tasty, very tasty.
I know it will be tasty. The longer you let the beef sit in the marinade, the less of the tenderizers you want. So because this is just going to be marinating for 30 minutes, the proportions that we used were just for that purpose.
I cut the onion. It's a big chunk. One more time.
One thing is you just need to make sure the pan is heated up. It's warmed up before you start putting in the slices of beef in there. Every piece kind of shares an equal amount of pan surface space. See that steaming up?
It's a red pepper paste.
Every meal is with rice. Okay, together?
Yeah.
Okay, cheers.
맛있고.
Thank you, Mom.